This is the diamond, right? What a lot of people are going to call triangle setup, but I hate that term because now if I say it's triangle setup, I'm only thinking triangle in my brain, and there's so many other things. There's arm locks, there's omoplatas, there's kimuras, there's razor arm locks, there's sweeps. So we got to get out of the idea that this is the triangle setup and just refer to it as the diamond and diamond guard, all right? So how do we get here? We'll talk about a couple setups. So getting to the diamond, what we have to understand is posture kills the diamond. So if he's got really good posture, and I try to get a diamond in any way, shape, or form, he's going to pass my guard, right? Even low posture, even if he's down here, hands in my armpits, he's got a long spine, if I try to get to the diamond, there's just no way of doing it. So the diamond is only going to come through compromised posture while he's trying to posture, right? So we'll just go over a couple of ways of breaking down posture, and then we'll get to the diamond. So guy's got good posture, he's got high posture, right? Creating the swords, bringing them right in under the wrist bones. My thumbs are going to travel north, and I'm going to do an ab crunch. That's going to bring his posture down just about every time. Okay? So swords go in, thumbs are traveling north, and it's not just north, because if I just do this, then he's going to just keep reposturing on me. It's got to be that with the ab crunch. Now I got it. Just take a second, do a couple reps on that, and then we'll keep going. Simple enough, right? Questions on it? Easy, right? So, if we break posture that way, that gets us to punch block 1, right, or broken posture. So now at that point, this guy's got to make the decision of, is he going to try to reposture, or is he not going to try to reposture? So we'll talk first about if he doesn't try to reposture, right? So we bring him down, punch block 1, his hands stay on the ground. Foot goes to the floor, get that big hip escape out, bringing the knee up, and we're right into the bear trap, right? Controlling the elbow, knees are tight, everything's clamped here. Now we can go into the whole bear trap series, right? Kimuras, omoplatas, whatever. But now he decides he's going to get his posture back. He has to do so by pushing with this hand. There's no other way to get posture. He's got to push off the floor. So as he's pushing off the floor, I'm going to thread the needle, and bam, right to the diamond. And now we can get to work on whatever we need to get to work on, right? We do it on Jake here. So I'm going to break that posture down. Right? He decides to stay here. Right? Foot on the floor, big hip escape out, establishing that bear trap. Right? We've gone over the bear trap in class and in videos and whatever. The only way to reposture is to push with that hand. If he doesn't, he can't get posture. I thread the needle, there's my diamond. All right, let's let you guys wrap that up. I want you guys to finish a couple, like if you want to finish a triangle or a kimura or a razor or whatever. Just finish a couple from the diamond. Get 5 reps each on it. Make sure you have any questions.
The importance too is, so Jake, go ahead, lay down, do it on Smitty. The importance of the timing too, right? We got to get that guy while we're still on our hip, right? So go ahead and establish that. We got to get him while we're still on our hip. If Smitty postures and you're flat on your back, you're going to see you can't establish the diamond. It's not going to happen. So we got to do it as soon as we feel that push. We got to thread that needle and bam, hit him with it. All right. So real short window of time there. So we got to be ready and prepared for that push off the ground. But we know it's coming because it's the only possible way for the guy to posture. That's it. All right. Get that questions on that? Feel pretty good with it? Yeah. All right.
So let's take another one. All right. So again, the bear trap comes from compromised posture when he's trying to regain the posture. We hit the diamond. Right? Now, same thing. I break his posture down. Now he can swim inside. All right, hands on me. So now I know he's going to be looking to establish posture from here. All right. So one thing we can do, one thing I really like to do, is as soon as he comes inside, I'm going to grab the elbow. I'll do this from a couple different angles too. I'm going to grab the elbow. Right now, I'm just being patient. As he starts to push off my chest to get his posture, I'm going to slam his elbow in to my center line, and I'm going to make his ear touch his shoulder. As soon as I do that, I'm jumping the shoulder, reestablishing my guard. Now I'm putting the arm lock right in his face. Right? If he doesn't respect this arm lock, I'm going to take it. But a lot of times the guys are going to panic, and they're going to rip that arm free. And there's my diamond. And now I'm working the diamond. All right? So we're here. Let's turn this around this way. Same thing, I'm going to compromise that posture. Boom. Now he swims inside. As soon as somebody swims inside, I'm going to hold their elbow. I'm not trying to push it yet because there's no way to shoulder jump from here. But as he starts to push and extend, you can see how his arms are extending. So this hinge is going to come weak, and I can push it to the center line. As soon as I do, I'm jumping that shoulder and reestablishing my guard. Right now, this arm lock is in his face. If he doesn't respect it, I got the arm lock all day. Now he rips it free. He puts himself in the diamond. And again, I can work triangles, omoplatas, razors, whatever I want to work from here. Let me run on Jake so you can see it smooth. So we're here. Boom, I blast him down. As soon as he comes inside, I know he's looking to reposture, right? Because if he's just, let's go back half a step, Jake. He can't get posture by pushing off the floor. It doesn't happen. Right? He's got to get to a higher platform. And the only platform available is me. Right? So as soon as his hands come to that platform, I'm coupling the elbow. I'm waiting. As he's extending, I'm pushing the elbow in, jumping the shoulder. And now again, that arm lock is right in his face. All right? If he doesn't respect it, I take it. But now he rips it free, and there's the diamond every time. All right? Let's do that again, guys. And the shoulder jump will always be on the elbow push side, right? Otherwise, we're in our own way. Like, let's show them what happens if you did it wrong. Like if you try to shoulder jump from the head side. You guys see, you can't establish it, right? Yeah. So the shoulder jump is always going to come from the elbow push side. See, too, it takes 2 or 3 rips to get that arm. It's not easy to get that arm. You know, see, you have all that time to work the arm lock, but man, they're deep in the diamond.
give one more rep each. Good. How you guys feel with that? Questions on it? Feel free to. That's simple enough, right? So we'll move on to the third setup to get to the diamond, which is going to be the shotgun blast. Right? So again, shotgun is only going to work when I have compromised posture. And typically, if I can break your posture down, I'm going to more than likely shoulder jump you, right? But if you're compromising your own posture, just say like forearms are on me, like you're being lazy here, you know, you're tired or whatever, or you just don't know any better, I'm going to control the wrists. Right? One hand punches straight into his sternum. I'm not trying to punch it down low into the crotch, right? That's a pretty common mistake that people make. I'm punching it right into his sternum. Boom. Locking my arm out, right? And the grip I'm going to take is that C grip, right on your wrist, like a pushing grip, pushing away. Boom, right in the sternum with the shotgun blast, and then I'm jumping. I do not care that the hand is in there. I don't care. That's more detriment than anything for him, because that's going to help me tighten up my triangle. Okay? So we're here. He's real lazy with this posture. Again, if he was postured way up, I wouldn't try a shotgun. But if he's a little lazy with it, right, I'm going to shotgun blast. So I'm pumping the shotgun. I'm pulling one, pushing the other. I got 2 C clamps on his watches, right in the chest, and then it's a direct shoulder jump. Right, so I don't have to put the arm lock in his face. We're skipping over the arm lock, shoulder jump. So we're here, shotgun blast. Boom, boom, right into his sternum every time. The mistake I see a lot of people make is they push it down to the groin. They think they're going to weave this hand through here. The problem when I do that is I'm blocking my own hip. His elbow blocks my hip if I push it to my groin. But when I push it here, his elbow's out of the way. I got it. Make sense? All right, let's do a couple shotgun blasts. And it's a good hard punch in the chest. Obviously, you guys don't have to punch each other in the chest right now. But yeah. You feel like that hand in there doesn't do much. It's stuck.
It shows me more.
Yeah, definitely. Get one more each. Good. Questions on that? I still pretty good. So, bear trap setup, shotgun setup, and then shoulder jump setup. All 3 of those are coming off compromised posture in which your opponent's trying to regain the posture. All right, so it's compromised and then they're regaining. That's what all 3 of those are going to have in common as far as their usage. Now, the 4th setup I want to talk about is compromised posture, but the guy is just clamped down on my hips, he's holding on, right? And we all know that guy, we've all experienced him in the gym, right? So he's here, and all he wants to do is hug your hips and just squeeze you and lay on you for the next 5 minutes, right? Whether it's in training, and this is the guy whose ego is so big that he just goes, well, I just don't want to get tapped. Well, that's fine, but we're not doing jiu-jitsu. You're just laying on me, so let's call it a date. Or the guy in tournament, like he's up by an advantage point, and he's going to stall you out for the next 45 seconds with this bull crap. So this can be difficult because you can't throw arm locks, you can't throw triangles, and a lot of times they're just going to keep moving with you, right? So every time you try to create an angle, they're just moving with you and keeping your hips smothered. So we have to come up with a way of dealing with this, right? So number one, I'm looking at his hand positioning. If his hands are on my ribs or lower, I'm just going to work the bear trap. So all I'm going to do is reach down here, hold his wrist, foot on the floor, big power hip escape, and just establish the bear trap. Right? And now I can work that whole series. So if his hands are down in my rib cage, real low, again, boom, C-clamp, right? And it's the 4 fingers on top, right? So if I do it from here, 4 fingers on top. This way's a little awkward on your shoulder. So I come this way, 4 fingers on top. And then I'm right into the bear trap, all right, every time. So again, if his hands are on my ribs and he's just clamped tight, right there. Not this way with the thumb on top. And I'm putting the gun in the holster and not got him. All right, so let's do that a little bit. Guy clamps you tight, hands are on your rib cage or on your kidneys. If his hands are low in the holster, we're going to be able to get that grip right there. Yep. And you feel there's not as much stress, and you can really push and drive it down. So even if the guy's strong, right. And then it's the same thing. Your opponent has a choice to make. Stay in the bear trap and defend, or try to get posture and wind up in the diamond. Yep, nice. That's it. Still one more each. And why don't you reposture off it too? So once they establish, hit the reposture and then hit the diamond. So it just gets that ball moving, you know. Yeah, perfect, good. Easy enough, right? So, it's just judging where is his hands. Now, if his hands are more up on my stomach and sternum, he's doing the holds, elbows to knees, knees to elbows, and he's just stalling out the clock, right? He wants to go home and tell his wife that, Jeff didn't tap him today. Or, he wants to get the gold medal on a BS advantage point, so he's just stalling me out. So, head control, wrist control. Right? And again, I'm taking that C-clamp back. Right? I'm driving this in. Again, it's a pushing grip, very much like the shotgun. Now what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to set up the power of my hip versus the power of his shoulder. So as I'm pushing this in on the shotgun, I'm going to drop my foot, power hip escape, and put him in the diamond. And now he's in the diamond with a real compromised posture. So he's in a world of hurt right now. Right. So here's the guy here. His coach is yelling, 30 seconds left, stall him out. Right. Just hug the neck, grab the wrist. I'm driving this in. I don't even care if I can get it to his chest, because the guy might be that much stronger than me. I roll with guys that are way stronger than me all the time, and I can't really push this to their chest. But more so, it's just keeping it in place here that he can't follow me. Big power hip escape, and then I'm coming right up and over the top. Just the jinx, you can see it. So he's clamped down. Again, it's his hand position. So his hand position is on my chest and sternum. Right? That's where I'm going to use this. Holding the neck, C-clamp on that wrist. And I'm driving it in just like I did with the shotgun. Whether it moves or don't move, it doesn't make much of a difference. I just need to hold it in place. Foot to the floor, power hip escape. And then I'm snapping that diamond right on every time. Grip, holding it in place. I am driving it in rather than holding it, but I don't expect this to move a lot of time, because like I said, I'm always rolling with guys who are bigger than me. Nice
and the diamond compromise. All right, let's give that a try.
Super annoying. We've all experienced this where like, guy's just gonna hug me for 5 minutes.
Same thing if the hand's stuck, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't care if the hand is stuck in there. It's only buying him time. It's like the little Dutch boy sticking his finger in the dam, you know? I guess we're just a great way of combating that staller. Just one more time. Yeah, it's super quick. Like it's gonna catch them off guard. And even if I miss the diamond, at least it gets the ball rolling out. You know, like maybe as you do your power hip escape, they panic and they posture back, or at least now they're doing jiu-jitsu. You know, we now can play the game. But more often than not, you're going to get the done. Questions on that? Feel pretty good.
It is one of the easiest ones out of the three.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's right there in your face. Yeah, just hip escape. Comes back to it. All right, hip escape, hip escape, hip escape. So why don't we go? So we got 3 setups that are from compromised posture when the opponent is trying to regain posture, and then 1 from compromised posture where they're not trying to regain posture. So why don't you do all 4 right in a row? If you can do all 4 right in a row, call it a day. Yeah, the chakra blast, right?
Yeah.
No, clam. Jay get all 4 right in a row.
I'm not doing
The
this.
shoulder jump on that one, right? Yeah, so you get the head and elbow, right. And that's what it is, it's just reading, you know, that's where all the reps come into play, right? Reading the opponent. Yeah, good. Good, good. Guys got questions on it? You know, to kind of go back to it, where you're like, oh, which one do I got? You know, it is, because the shoulder jump
It's
and the
kind of in
shotgun,
between, yeah.
right, they're so similar. The shoulder jump and shotgun are so similar that they're almost interchangeable. I would say, like, you're never going to go wrong with the shoulder jump, the elbow head control. You're never going to go wrong with that. So, like, as soon as somebody's hands come to my platform, you know, onto my body, I'm almost always head and elbow, head and elbow, head and elbow. Then if I go, oh, well, this is more of a shotgun scenario, then I could always switch out to the shotgun. Where, like, if you go shotgun scenario, and it's not perfect condition for the shotgun scenario, it's hard to go back to head and elbow them. You know, so like if I'm prioritizing where, okay, their hands hit the floor, hands come inside, I'm gonna prioritize the head and shoulder jump, yeah, that head control snap, yeah, make sense? All right, how about final thoughts, questions, concerns on it? Feel pretty good overall?
Bear trap is coming pretty fluid now. I do got one question on the bear trap.
Yeah.
You're coming in for the bear trap.
Uh-huh.
Here.
Yeah.
I noticed his foot is kind of just flaring out here. Would you prefer to put it right on the
It's
hip?
gonna depend on my opponent. If I can sneak it into his hip, then I want to. So do the bear trap on the other side so the camera can see. Yeah. So if I could sneak it in and have it on his hip, I'd like that, right? Because now you can get like a real deep clamp on everything here and really keep his posture. But if it's outside and he's got the big belly,
Right.
you know, you're never going to get it inside on a full belly guy, you know, on a big belly guy. So it's going to have to stay out there. As long as it's not lazy down here on the floor, where you can start, you know. So depending on the opponent is really what is going to determine that foot.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Anything, Jake?
I finished in the triangle on the last one.
Okay.
So,
On the staller.
because I'm gonna come here and then I'm all the way over
Right. So
here.
you're going to snap your hips back under.
So I'm gonna come all the way back to
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah. As soon as I jump that shoulder, I snap my hips back. All right. Again, because I'm not necessarily thinking triangle. I'm thinking diamond. You know, so it's like power hip escape, snap the diamond on him. So I'm definitely bringing my hips back under him. The nice thing about the diamond position is, like I said, if we can adjust our way of thinking to say this isn't triangle setup, because there's, like I said, there's kimuras, razors, triangle chokes, there's sweeps, there's whatever. There's so many things from that diamond position that we need to adjust our thinking. The opponent generally is only thinking about the triangle. Once they find themselves in the diamond, 99.9% of their focus is, oh my God, I'm about to get triangle. And that's why you see so many of you guys like switch to the arm lock, right? They're in the triangle position and then they switch to that arm lock, or they switch to the omoplata. It's because the guy lost focus on the arm lock or lost focus on the omoplata. He was so tunnel vision on being caught in triangle setup. Right? So if we can adjust, if the bottom guy can adjust his way of thinking, it's just going to give you a much clearer attack advantage. All right. What else? Anything else?
Head control. I've rolled the diamonds, all the triangles. How long do you want to keep that head control until you get that monkey grip?
Yeah, until I can get that arm across, you know. And even after, I'm still controlling the head. You know, it's one of the things. If I opt for the triangle, right, we have to remember the triangle is more like a slow cooker, right? Arm lock is, you know, the arm lock is a microwave. It's a magnet, you know. The sweep, same thing, microwave, right? There's certain microwave techniques where it happens instantly, but we have to remember that the triangle choke is a little bit of a slow cooker, right? There's multiple moving parts, move the arm, turn the monkey wrench, get the end, like there's a lot that has to go into it, right? And then even once it's locked in, it's a slow burn. You know, think of how many times you've been caught in a triangle for 45 seconds, 60 seconds, where it's like not perfect, you're finding just enough room, right? So I'm always opting for head control at any point, right? So for argument's sake, let's say I jump the diamond, and I'm opting for, you know, the triangle, right? So I'm here, I'm controlling your head, right? Because of course you're trying to do something, you're trying to posture, you're trying to pass, so I'm just like controlling your head, right? Because posture kills triangles. So if I can control your head, I can better control your posture and keep you from using certain passes. You know, now it's like, okay, I come up, boom, I get this over. You see, I'm still on the head the whole time. All right, even here. So it's, because once I get this arm over, you're going to be trying to get it back. So now I'm like, okay, I'm stuck at step one. You know, I don't care how long I'm stuck at step one. You know, then I'm here, boom, controlling. You know, again, if I get this far into it, you start trying to posture again, I might go back half a step and get back on that head, right? So I don't really have a clear answer as far as to how long I'm controlling the head, because I'm never not controlling the head. Always on it, because we got to remember posture kills the diamond. Right? Obviously, posture kills the triangle. Posture kills almost everything from the diamond.
Right.
All right. So yeah, I want to keep that head broken down. At any point along the way, you start doing something I don't like, I'm generally gonna snap your head down and keep you in there. Okay. Make sense?
Yeah.
What else? Anything? You guys feel pretty good?